All right, you asked for it, ye shall receive it. I am pleased to announce the release of the Magician Essentials, for lack of a better title. I was going to call it the Magician's Bundle, but it didn't quite have the same ring to it. But that's exactly what this is. A bundle option of all 4 of my programs: Words of Power, Manifesting Reality, The Secrets of Wealth, and Fire and Water, at one low discounted price. I know that many of you already have several of my programs and that this isn't going to affect you, as there's nothing new included here. So I'm not expecting nearly as many sales. I'm only doing it as an extra option for those people who have asked for it, so that I can provide better service. The Magician Essentials is going to save you a little over 15%. It's about $15 off the regular price if you bought them separately, at least for now. This brings me to the other thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is that prices may be going up. And this is because Gumroad's fees are going to go up. I know I'm not very happy about it either. I got an email from them recently, and I'm just going to read it to you so that you can see what's going on here. Next month, Gumroad Premium Features. TLDR. So right out of the gate, I'm not real thrilled with them starting such an important email with "too long, didn't read." It's almost like they don't want you to read it. Too long, didn't read. We are launching a suite of tools that will let you turn Gumroad into the core of your creative business. It will cost a monthly fee, starting at $10 a month. It is entirely optional. Asterisk. We'll get to that in a moment. We believe it will add a tremendous amount of sustainable, recurring value to your life and hope you opt in. Then they go a little bit over what they normally charge, yada, yada, yada. So on December 28th, asterisk, we will be shipping a suite of tools that will help you scale and grow your creative career. Tools that should change the way you think about being an independent creator. This will include total customization, customer management, thank you page, custom domains, one-off updates for specific customers, a list of every interaction you've had with any customer, an integrated inline support tool that lets you take inline actions without leaving, things that you ask for by replying to this email. All of which sound really good. But now we're going to get to the crux of the issue. We'll be charging a monthly fee based on the size of your customer base, starting at $10 a month. See the full list of tiers here. And then you go and you see that their tiers go from $10 a month all the way up to $250 a month. Now the issue that I have with a tier system based on the number of customers rather than a sales amount is that they've actually made it to where you can lose money. Let's say you have a bad month and you didn't get that many sales. Because they're charging a monthly fee based on number of customers rather than the amount of sales, you can end up owing them money. If you only made $250 that month, you may as well just hand it right over to them. Now that probably won't occur, and that scenario won't play out, but they have made it possible. And this is why I'm not a fan of this tier system. That and the fact that Gumroad's fees aren't all that cheap to begin with for a digital download service, because I'm paying that or more every month already just on their sales system, and this would be in addition to. In fact, this month I paid double that. I paid like $500 in fees to Gumroad. Now I'm nowhere near the customer base of their highest tier system. I'm somewhere in the middle, but the way they have it set up is the more sales you have, the more customers you get, the more you're going to pay. It's almost like having a tax on how well you do. It reminds me of the current IRS tax system, where you're trying to avoid that overtime, or that raise really isn't a raise because it's bumped you up into a new tax bracket. And you say, well, Frater, they said it was optional. So what's the issue? Just don't opt in. Well, that brings us to the little asterisk that they put after optional. And it reads, we are limiting a minimal amount of features, just the ones that were expensive for us to support for free. The full list is available here. They say they're free, but, after paying $500 this month in fees, they're not really free, are they? So we go to look at the features that will be limited. What functionality is limited unless I upgrade my account? Not much. Here's the full list. You can send up to 2 updates a month. You can create one automatic workflow. You cannot apply customized CSS to your pages. You cannot add new third-party analytics providers. That's it. Well, the first one is the big one. If you're only limited to 2 updates a month, it's not really all that optional for me. The Laws of Magic subscription series alone, because I'm running 2 courses concurrently, will take 8 updates a month minimum. There's 4 weeks in a month, and each class gets a weekly update. So, like it or not, I will be affected by this. Now, they have every right to add new features and then charge extra for those features. I strongly support that. And I have to admit, some of those features do look pretty good. What I don't like is them putting a limit on the features we already had, that we were already paying for, and then them saying that it was free. It wasn't free. I understand that they're just trying to tap into more revenue, because over the past few months they've had to downsize and cut like 90% of their staff, and they're trying to make up for it by creating new revenue. My concern is they're going to drive people away, because now I have one of 3 options. One, I can raise prices to cover the fees, which I'm not all that keen on. But I also know that's just part of business. It's not something that I want to do, however. Or I could simply not renew the Laws of Magic series after these current classes complete. Because I did email Gumroad on this matter, and they told me that they will not be limiting things that are already uploaded. And if they stick to that, I can potentially avoid this affecting me until April, when I go to start a new class, and then it will affect me. And then my third option would be to move all of my products onto another digital download service, which would be a huge time-consuming pain in the ass. Not from the standpoint of simply moving my products over, but from the fact that I would have to go back and update the URLs in every video on my channel. But it may be something that I have to do. Of course, any new digital download service would have to have the same functionality, such as subscription service with automated updates, my own profile page with all my products listed, and links being able to work within YouTube videos. And right now, I'm just not finding it. So if any of you know of a service that provides this type of functionality at comparable fees, let me know. As of right now, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just putting it out there that my prices may be going up. So if you're the type of person that likes to save money, now is the best time to get my programs. From now until April at the longest. I mean, I may just dive right in at the beginning of the year because I do like their features so much, once I see how they play out. I don't know, but whatever the course of action, I'm not too worried about it because I'm sure it will all work out in the end. But I felt I should just give you a heads up and let you know what's going on. I mean, the entire thing may be my fault anyway. The thought had occurred to me that they may be raising prices soon, when I heard about their layoffs. And then a few weeks later, I got this email. As a magician, I have to be really careful where my thoughts go. My reality, my responsibility. So there you go. In the meantime, the Magician Essentials has been released. And I'll put the link in the video and in the description for those of you who have asked for that bundle package. So, with all that out of the way, I can begin to work on the next video. And I'll see you then. Take care.